Gothic. It was a dark and stormy night in the Australian outback. The wind howled through the trees, sending shivers down the spines of those unfortunate enough to be outside. Thunder rumbled ominously, and lightning illuminated the sky in brief, terrifying flashes. In the distance, the sound of a lone didgeridoo echoed eerily through the night. Deep in the heart of the outback, a small town called Blackwood stood in silence. Its inhabitants huddled indoors, seeking solace from the storm. But there was one person who had no choice but to venture out into the night. Ethan, a young and adventurous lad, had been tasked with delivering an urgent message to a neighboring town. With a heavy heart, he mounted his horse and set off into the stormy darkness. As he rode, he couldn't shake the feeling of being watched, as if unseen eyes followed his every move. The rain poured down relentlessly, drenching Ethan to the bone. The path ahead seemed to disappear into an impenetrable wall of darkness. Suddenly, his horse reared up in fright, its eyes wide with terror. Ethan's heart raced as he scanned the surroundings, searching for the cause of his horse's panic. And then he saw it. Emerging from the shadows was a creature unlike anything he had ever encountered. It stood taller than a man, with matted fur and glowing red eyes. Its sharp claws and jagged teeth glistened in the dim light. It was a bunyip, a creature of Australian folklore known for its ferocity and supernatural powers. Ethan's blood ran cold as the bunyip approached, its growls reverberating through the night. He knew he had to act quickly if he wanted to survive this encounter. With a trembling hand, he reached for his pocket knife, hoping it would be enough to defend himself. But the bunyip was relentless. It lunged at Ethan, its claws slashing through the air. Ethan managed to dodge its attack, but not without a deep gash across his arm. He fought back, slashing at the creature's hide, but it seemed impervious to his feeble attempts. As the storm raged on, Ethan's strength waned, and the bunyip closed in for the final blow. Just as all hope seemed lost, a bolt of lightning struck a nearby tree, splitting it in two. The bunyip recoiled in fear, its supernatural powers disrupted by the storm's fury. Seizing the opportunity, Ethan mustered all his remaining strength and delivered a final, decisive blow. The bunyip let out a bone-chilling screech before collapsing to the ground, defeated. Exhausted and battered, Ethan made his way back to Blackwood, his message forgotten in the face of his harrowing encounter. He knew he had faced something truly terrifying, a creature that defied explanation. And as he lay in his bed that night, he couldn't help but wonder if there were more bunyips lurking in the shadows, waiting for their chance to strike. From that day forward, the people of Blackwood lived in fear, forever haunted by the memory of the bunyip's wrath. They knew that in the heart of the Australian outback, darkness lurked, and the bunyip was a reminder of the horrors that lay hidden in the night.